Yo, what is up, gamers? It is welcome back for week 2 action. I am Jay Jingles. Just to start off, week 1 was just nuts, right? I don't even know what to say. It was just crazy. Every single game went to game 3. We kind of already talked about it a little bit in our last video, but yeah, week 1 was just nuts. If you haven't watched the battles, go back and check it out. All the perspectives give so much information, so much insight. Be sure not to miss them. But you guys know the drill. So this is not the preview. This is the reaction video. So I'm gonna be watching these live, react to them. I'm gonna give my insight on what I think in my draft experience and what they did. And also at the end, I'm gonna go over what I thought they would bring and compare it. But if you didn't catch it, week 2, the preview video is up. It actually was released this week. Yeah, and it just goes over some of the teams that I think they're going to bring. I actually built full teams for all 8 members of this league against their respective opponent in week 2. So go check it out. At the end, we're going to see how wrong I was, how right I was, what if they saw what I saw and vice versa, or I just missed something flat out. So without further ado, let's dive in. I did do myself a favor this time. Just a little precursor to the video. I did get the Terra types because I know last week I was just kind of like, in all of my reaction videos, I was just like, if they're this Terra, I don't know. Maybe they're doing this because they know that they have this Terra. In a couple of situations they did. So I went ahead and I just watched like the little beginning of their little team previews. I tried not to get any moves or anything. I tried to just get Terra types, just kind of went like this, you know, just to kind of get the Terra type. So hopefully my memory being old is really bad. So I wrote them down. So we got Rhyperior, Terra Grass, Riolu, Ghost, Greninja, Stellar, Archaludon. Joey didn't actually mention it, I don't think, unless I missed it. So Arch is going to be a little bit of a surprise, but we'll see it because we're using his perspective today because we didn't do his last week against Wolf and we did Nekkras versus Shady's. So yeah, we're doing pokeaims today. Basculegion, Terra Water, Pelliper, Terra Ground, and against Nekkra we've got Terra Grass, T-Tar, Terra Water, Garchomp, Terra Ghost, Houndstone, Clefable, Terra Grass, Scyther Fighting, and Rotomo is normal. Interesting. That is really interesting. So I'm going to put these off to the side just so I can reference them because, again, my memory's really bad. And you guys have probably already seen this battle, so if you haven't already, go support them. Maybe watch mine first, then go watch theirs, but do not just watch one of the two. You have to watch both because you need to know where both players are coming from. My insight maybe, and also their insight, then you can compare them and just have a lot of fun with that. And you got something to watch all week. I know a few people have been mentioning that they've just been enjoying watching these throughout the week, mine and also the live matches and stuff as well. So without further ado, let's dive into it. We got Joey versus Nekkra. Let's do it. Oh, before I start, Joey's 0-1. Lost a really close one against Wolf, and Nekkra is 1-0 against Shady. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, let me see. So Rhyperior is actually first on the list. So I don't know if some people do it on purpose or not. Is when they build their teams in Showdown and stuff, just to kind of theory craft. Sometimes they just build them and put them in order based on how they start building. So it's very possible that Joey started building with Rhyperior. I personally like to mix it up and mess things around just to avoid synergy and stuff. I know it doesn't, you know, Basculegion, that's hilarious. But yeah, so we got Rhyperior with AV. We got Basculegion Clear Amulet. Yeah, I think I said that as well. And it is Terra Water, so this thing's just going to go off. We do see Weather War, which is really nice. The Pellipers there, obviously no Meowstic, so we have only the one form of Weather, and potentially the Riolu. They're both Prankster users with the Meowstic and the Riolu, which I think I mentioned in the season preview. And you've got the Power Herb Archaludon, which I think is really good. And we're about to see Greninja too. I can't wait to see it. I know that with Life Orb, that thing's damage just kind of gets out of hand. Nekkra's got the Houndstone first. T-Tar, I'm just going to pause it so I'm not late. Let's see. Yeah, she hasn't locked in yet. So, oh, there he is. So Houndstone, T-Tar, so clearly you have the anti-weather and you have the Houndstone. I'm not exactly sure what set it's going to be. Clefable, you definitely need it. Garchomp's making an appearance this week. Let's see if we see a physical one or another special one. Let's see how it goes. The Rotomo, I think, just looks great into Joey's team in general. I know that there's a few Terra Grass Pokemon and a natural Grass Pokemon over there, and the Scyther, which we didn't see last week. So Nekkra's got 2 Pokemon she didn't use last week, and Joey's got 2 as well with Riolu and Greninja. So let's get into it. Let's see it. Let's see. I love watching these games so much. They're so much fun. So, especially when I don't really know what's going to happen. This is great. All right, Clefable, Garchomp. So, is this a Swords Dance set? Because the Follow Me Swords Dance just goes kind of hard. So, with Joey, you do have the rain switch in, potentially, that she might be preparing for. Clefable's a little bit slower, I think, so it would switch last. So I know that when you're doing Weather Wars and stuff, like, especially with Drought, Drizzle, what's that one? The Sandstorm, I forget. Sandstream, and we're not getting into snow. But, yeah, so if you're both going to switch, so say, for example, Garchomp wants the sand and Archaludon wants the rain, you can switch out the partners respectively, but the slowest Pokemon switches last, so whoever's slower, in this case it'd be Clefable over Greninja. The sand would switch in after the rain does, so the turn order would go, Greninja switches out because it's the fastest, rain would come in, and then Clefable would switch out, sand would come in, and then you have the Archaludon sitting there that's not able to do its rain boosted Electro Shot. But I don't know what you're Electro Shotting right now anyway, so it's hard. This is actually a really tough turn for Nekkra because you can't use a Draco Meteor into the Dragon type, and you can't use, because with the Follow Me, it's just immune. And the Electro Shot, maybe just an attack into the Clefable. I can see you doubling the Clefable here. I think that would make sense. And then Nekkra, what would you do here? Probably just Follow Me Swords Dance just to set yourself up, and then maybe the Clefable goes down. Yeah, there's Follow Me. See if I was right. And yeah, Greninja's gonna go. Sludge Wave. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, and they're immune. That's wicked. And you're a poison type now, which is awesome. Wow, that did more than I thought it was gonna do. Is this an Electro Shot into the Clefable? Because I think that makes sense. Swords Dance. I called it. Called it. All right, so that's a very dangerous and strong Garchomp here. Dragon Pulse. Oh, wow. So it's Stalwart. That's interesting. Wow. So, yeah, that's another thing when you're facing an Archaludon. I think I might have mentioned it in my week 2 preview. That's really hard to come back from. That's incredibly hard to come back from. I don't think Nekkra has any chance of winning this game 1 now. Yeah, that's the thing. In prep, you got to watch out for the all abilities. And I know Arch has 3 good ones, right? Sturdy, Stalwart, and the Stamina. So, and just like that could win you literally an entire game right off the bat. Like, again, I don't think there's any universe where Nekkra can pull this back. It's just you're way too far behind now. Your T-Star is also the slowest thing on the field. So is this just Sludge Wave again? And then what? I didn't see the moves on the Flash Cannon. I don't know how much that's going to do, but maybe you just go for the Electro Shot into it. See, I'd go for the, I'd go for the special attack boost, man, for later in the game. Yeah, you go for special damage or like the super effective damage, but I don't know, that +1's pretty sweet as well. Yeah, there goes Clefable. Sludge Wave can miss. AV T-Tar, well, it's resisted. It's kind of hard to tell. And T-Tar's got the special defense boost from the sand anyway. Greninja's just doing so much damage. This is insane. An Earth Power go... Special T-Tar. That's so funny. There was a chance she was going to bring that last week too, but we're down to two quick KOs in 2 turns. That, like I said, this is just almost impossible to come back from. And the Rotom's there. Oh my goodness, Sludge Wave is just going to obliterate everything. Joey, preserve your 4-0. I'd switch out the Archaludon right now. But also, do you have a switch in for your own Sludge Wave though? I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I would say that Arch is in a rough spot here, so maybe you just go for Sludge Wave and Protect. That does make sense. Just don't even tear it, right? Why? Yeah, Rotom can knock out the Greninja, but I think you are going to lose him on anyway. Just preserve one of the 2. So Nekra's going to Terra. Probably the T-Tar, I would imagine. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess to get out of the Sludge Wave damage. She might be thinking it's Specs as well, just because it's only... Oh, no, it's got the Life Orb chip, so never mind. I was going to say the damage might actually show. So is this just T-Bolt and then T-Tar attacks into the Arch? Yeah, so yeah, you just found out it's not Scarf on the Rotom. We're going to get a Poison here? That still does so much. That does stupid amounts of damage. This is crazy. I know it's Stab. There's Citrus Berry, so you find out information. That's cool. Yeah, look at all the information Joey's getting right now. This is wild. Bolt Switch, okay. Didn't do that much. Oh, but it's not super effective anymore. Is that a Snarl? Wow. And it picks up the kill. Okay. Yo, Greninja putting in work game 1. That's crazy. Look at all the damage it did. It did like 75% to damage to her team. That's crazy. Yeah, you probably switch on the Basque and then you go for the Pelliper, right? Yeah, you don't want to get the Pelliper in here, I don't think. It is Sash, so you're okay. Yeah, you change the weather. The special defense is weaker. Arch does go first, I think. I don't really know the turn order between Rotom and Arch, so you could just go for Muddy Water here, I guess, and then you just go for the Flash Cannon into the T-Tar, because if you're predicting AV, T-Tar is not protecting here, right? So yeah, it's just so hard when you have a turn like that, a turn 1 like that. It's just so hard to come back. But the trick is going to be in game 2 is Nekkra going to be able to adjust, and yeah, I guess you preserve your KD here. I would do it the next turn personally. I guess it avoids the rock move too, the double up. Yeah, it's just tilt is a big thing. I don't think she'd be tilted, but like she, you know, being rattled, like what do I do? And your brain is just trying to figure out what you're going to do after doing that in game 1. But that's a heck of a piece of information for Nekkra to use next game. So yeah, there's the Volt Switch. Doesn't work. This nice Terra preserves the KD. That should pick up the T-Tar. Yep. Yeah. I don't know if that's AV. It might be. We would have to look. And then Muddy Water, is it miss? Yeah. Let's see. All right, just go for Muddy Water again. I don't know what this... Well, I guess Rotom can switch its moves. It's probably Specs, you think? Because it's not Scarf. Because if it... Oh, you're actually about to find out. If it uses Volt Switch again, you know it's Specs. That's great information. Leaf Storm, so it can switch its moves. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and then Muddy Water. Does it miss again? She might be able to save a little bit of KD here. And it hits. Okay. All right, so Joey picks up a 3-0 win in game 1. This is going to be tough to come back from, but hey, it's a whole new game. Like, if this ever happens to you guys, it's not the end of the world. You found out your information. I think I mentioned in my interview, in an interview I did, I lose a lot of game 1s, but guess what? I win a lot of game 3s. So, you know, don't sacrifice your emotions and stuff like that. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, and just kind of think with a clear head, especially. And also, that's another thing. If you're losing in a game 1 and you know that you're going to lose, the game's basically over. You have a turn 1 like that. You try to grind your way back in, but maybe by about turn 4, you kind of have an idea that, yeah, I'm not going to win this one. Take your time with your moves. Start thinking about your game 2 strategy. Start thinking of what they're using and why they're going to use it. Let me see. Hold on. One second. Oh, I had the wrong perspective. I just zoomed in a little bit. Sorry, guys. If that was cut off the whole time, I apologize. All right, let's see. So yeah, it's see, again, I wasn't sure if she should bring the sand mode. I think I was saying that in my preview. Like, it's just really hard to go sand versus rain because, like, if you switch it in, you're still going to take so much damage. So, what is she going to do here? I think Joey could just go for the same thing or just switch it up to the rain. So does she have an answer for both? Looks like Joey's going to go for a second one, and I wouldn't be planning for that. Is this just coaching? Could be really nice. See, here's the thing. This is always a tough decision to make when you just completely slaughter somebody in a game 1. Do you do the same thing again and let them adapt? Or do they just not have anything to deal with what your strategy was, right? That's the other thing. So I'm not sure. Like, maybe you just I would do the same thing again because you had plays that you didn't go for in game 1. Like, you could have switched in the rain and messed around like that. So even if she does adapt, you do have those options as well. So that was just a great turn. Like, Stalwart, Archaludon, that was awesome. So what's she gonna do? I like Rotom as a lead. I kind of don't mind it. Do you get Tailwind up? Because he doesn't have a way of going slow. So maybe Tailwind from Scyther makes sense. I'd be curious what the set on the Houndstone is, because, like, it could be really disruptive with snarls and stuff like that. Like, you can cripple the front row and then just have the back come in and just put it, like, you know, take out pieces. Yeah, let's see. But that, let's see how this Rhyperior lead goes. Because if you lead the Rotom, adjusting for the Rotom adjustment, and you lead your Lightning Rod Rhyperior, That might be the way to go, and he's Terra Grass on the Rhyperior, so you can take the Leaf Storm. Yeah, so there is the Tailwind. I don't think you need it anymore. You don't need Tailwind, so... let me see. So is this... Scyther can attack twice. Maybe you dual Wing Beat the Riolu, and you go for an Earthquake. That'd be alright. But I think Joey kind of has to Terra Grass, right? But that's also really tough in front of Scyther. So I can see, like... Protect from Scyther and, like, Earthquake or something, maybe? But Coaching could get out of hand, especially with 2 physical attackers, so... I didn't see what Joey locked in, to be honest. Yeah, there's Coaching. Against 2 physical attackers, like, these just set up so well. Let's see what happens here. Dual Wing Beat makes sense. Oh, that's good. Hits both. So you're only getting 1 Coaching off, so trading pieces. So let's see how much that Coaching was worth to Joey this game. Is this a Swords Dance? Because I'm pretty sure... You gotta watch out for the Ice Punch, though, too, right? Swords Dance, if this is Ice Punch... Let me see. Did he just go for a Rock Slide to get rid of the Scyther? It could be Focus Sash. Nope. That is 1 dead Scyther. So, you know what? You traded Scyther for the Riolu. I don't mind that, but let's see what special attackers she has in the back for this. I think it's just Rotom, isn't it? I think Basculegion comes in here. I think that makes sense. It's Clear Amulet. I don't even think she brought an Intimidate user, did she? Wow. That Garchomp's really scary right now, though. T-Tar, beautiful. All right, I don't mind this. The Basculegion, it doesn't have a damage boosting item on it, so it's only attacking with that 112 attack stat. So it's not super... Yeah, Ice Punch is on there, yeah. T-Tar's usually the Terra candidate, so I can see her doing that. But that Garchomp's at risk, right? The elemental punches are just so scary for something like that, for Garchomp. So I can see Terra Fire's pretty tough. Maybe you just go for a knockoff. Terra the T-Tar and then go for a knockoff or something into the Basque. Yeah, this is pretty tough. And T-Tar actually has what? Terra? Is it Grass, I think? So you can go for like a Terra Grass on the T-Tar. Yeah, that makes sense. Even Protect with the Garchomp. I love setting up and then protecting, because one of the things that you have to do on the other side of the field is if they set up with a +2, you can't ignore it. It's about to just delete you. So I think this is T-Tar. T-Tar, Terra. Yeah, and then is this a Protect with a Garchomp? That would make sense. It's hard because you can't read the Protect because they're just going to destroy you, right? Did Joey click Terra? I didn't see. Yeah, there's Protect there. And is this just going for the T-Tar with the Rhyperior? Dragon Claw. Oh yeah, and then this is a special T-Tar as well, so that Coaching didn't really do anything. So what happens here? T-Volt. Yeah, Lightning Rod is a thing for sure, but at least you're not boosting its attack or anything. Not really. That does pick up. Yeah, that's crazy. That does so much damage. Rhyperior's such a good Pokemon. And also, it doesn't really help that you set the sand for the Rhyperior, and Joey still has his Terra left. Yeah, this is not looking good. These games are going super fast, and then Rotom's there, and now it's time for the Terra Grass. Yep, there it is. And then you go for an Ice Punch into the Rotom. But the concern is, you know, T-Bolt is on the T-Tar though, so you know what? I actually wouldn't mind that. Yeah, you go for Terra. Yeah, I guess the rain doesn't really hurt you, and it doesn't really help you. The sand doesn't really hurt you, and it doesn't really help you either, especially if you're Terraing. Yeah, this is just a good defensive Terra. And it's Lightning Rod, so it's not Solid Rock. So, does T-Tar have any coverage to hit this thing as Terra Grass? Because if you read this, that could win you the game. I think it gets like Ice Beam or something. Yeah, Leaf Storm. Ooh, hold on a second. Does T-Tar pick up? Oh, the crit. Let's see. T-Bolt again. Wait a second. Are you locked in? Uh-oh. Hold on, was I right and it's not AV and it's Specs? Could you imagine? Yeah, that's crazy. If this is the yeah, you just go for, you can't Protect on the Tailwind, and then you go for the, what, Ice Punch again, I guess? And then if we see T-Bolt, then it's definitely Specs. That does so much damage. Snarl. Okay, so it did change moves, so why T-Bolt there then? Like, that's too hard of a read. That is way too hard. It might have just been a misclick. That happens too, so. You just click buttons, Joey. Just click buttons. The game's over. No. And then Rhyperior picks up here with a 100% accurate move, of course. Yeah. Ice Punch. Wow, nice job. You know what? That's just when a plan comes together and it just does so well. Like, you just have a strategy and you execute it really well. So he's got the right team in the draft. He built the right team in the week, and he took care of business in the battle. So good for you, my friend. But yeah, stick in for a couple seconds. We're gonna go over what I brought and what I thought they were gonna bring and what they did bring. So I'll see you guys in just a second. So it looks like I was big time wrong on this Nekkra team. I think I was wrong on everything. Maybe the Rotom a little bit. It wasn't Leftovers. It wasn't Terra Electric, and I think I had one move right. Like, I was like, we didn't see maybe the Follow Me on Clefable, I guess. But that's just really tough. We were very wrong there. So Nekkra, yeah, like, she just decided to go with the sand mode, and yeah, like, we didn't see much of her team. The game was just over so fast. Like, we only saw, like, what, Snarl and T-Bolt on the T-Tar. Maybe we saw one more move, I can't remember. We saw the Follow Me on the Clefable, then it went down the next turn. And then we saw the Leaf Storm and the Volt Switch, which we didn't have Volt Switch on there. We had Discharge, so yeah, not really much to talk about with Nekkra's team because we didn't really see much. So, but if you want to find out what she actually brought, go check out her channel. She goes over like a major breakdown of what she brought and why she brought it and what her mindset was. So definitely go check that out. But let's get into Joey's team. I want to see how right I was on pokeaim's team. Were we 6 for 6? Hold on a second. No, we had the Meowstic was wrong. But based on what actually showed up to the games, we 5 for 5. And Stalwart. Yeah, we had Stalwart on there too. That's crazy. Yo, we're the best. But we did not get the Power Herb correctly. The Choice Band Basculegion with the Terra Water. Yes, it was Clear Amulet, but Choice Band makes sense. The Clear Amulet makes sense, but I think my mindset with the Choice Band was even if you do get intimidated, you just get brought down to neutral anyway because you're +1, then you're just -1, so you're neutral. But I believe the 4 moves were the exact same, except for I think Flip Turn might have been Protect. I don't know. I definitely didn't have Sludge Wave on there, that's for sure. I just went with more of a standard Greninja set, but that's a really cheeky strat with the Sludge Wave next to your Steel-type Pokemon. So, Pelliper, we didn't see Weather Ball on there. I think it was on the Greninja that I saw. And then we had Ice Punch, Rock Slide, Heavy Slam, and I think the last move was High Horsepower, which we decided not to bring. The Clear Amulet was there. Did we have any Terra Grass anywhere? No. I guess we didn't think it was super useful, but Nekkra went Terra Grass on pretty much everywhere, and then the Rhyperior had Terra Grass itself, so. But yeah, that's basically the team. So we were 5 for 6 on this one. I think we were like 2 for 6 on the other one, but I got both sets wrong, so. It's kind of hard to give myself a grade, so let's just go 5, 2, let's go 7. We go 7 out of 12. Anyway, so if you guys liked that, stay tuned for the next one. This is just the first one, so we got another 3 games to go this weekend. Thank you for watching. Go check out both channels, both live battles on their channel. Check out what they brought. Check out why they brought it. They're really good content creators, so they broke it down super nicely with all these beautiful animations on it, which we do not have over here. So yeah, definitely a reason to go watch them. So if you liked what you saw, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It helps out super, super much. And just a little bit of a side note at the end before you guys go. We hit our 1,000 subscribers last night. We did a live stream just to kind of celebrate with everybody. We watched the ticker go up and up and up, and we finally hit 1,000. And it was just super cool. I got to share it with you guys. And if you stuck around for that late last night, thank you so much. I enjoyed chatting with all of you and getting to know you. We built a team together. We built somebody's draft league team together. We just chatted about mechanics, things like that. Got to know you guys. You got to know me. It was just so much fun, and I'm 100% doing it again. So keep an ear out. Stay tuned for another live stream that we're going to do. I probably won't do it as sporadically as I did that one, but it was more like I got home from work and I went, ooh, we're only like 5 off. Let's do a live stream. Let's do it together. So that was, we'll plan it out a little bit better. I'll probably do like a post or something. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next one, and peace.